Good morning everyone. You'll have to excuse me, I'm starting to look like an orange. Reason being is I've got my high-vis orange jacket up against the window to try and stop the sun boiling David. And it's going to get rather warm again today, unfortunately. And excuse me, it's a case of waiting for the lads to turn up so we can get cracking and do some work. But it is now 8:30 and no one's turned up yet. But hey ho, that's what it is. But I'm not complaining, I'm getting paid by the hour. Anyway, so again, apologies looking for light and orange, but we'll move you over there and we'll have a chat about things. If I can get the camera to stay still, that'll be great. Right, ta-da! Great. Okay, so working on motorway maintenance. Can be very boring. It's rather dangerous because you're working at the side of the motorway and you're only 6 foot away from death, basically. You've got these idiot drivers tailgating. You've got people that think they can drive when they can't. And you find people get overconfident, start taking risks, and then what happens? You have accidents. Yesterday on the M1, a tanker driver went in the back of a salt liner, in other words, a curtain cider. Smashed all the front of his unit up, and how did it happen? Quite simply, he was tailgating. Didn't have enough room to stop, and the consequence is he hit the vehicle in front. Unfortunately, a lot of these muppets, or what we class in the trade as screwdrivers, they just go through a day not thinking about safety or the consequences. But unfortunately for him, his luck ran out, and the end result was smash, tingle, tingle, tingle. You see it all too often on the motorway. People not paying attention, going too fast, not leaving any braking distance. It's not one person, two people, half a dozen. It's a lot, and I mean a lot of people. And you think to yourself, why? Why do you have to do it? Is it because you're under pressure? Is it because you don't like going through roadworks? Bit of both. People don't like being slowed down. People don't like excuse me, change. They want to go through life plodding along and not having people to control them. But the reason why the roadworks are here on the M1 is because there's not enough emergency safety areas for people to park in when they break down. Saying that, how can people park in a safety area if they break down? The vehicles come to a stop, yeah? So with a hard shoulder you could pull off the motorway. Great, safe area. But what do these muppets do? They did away with a hard shoulder. You can tell a bloke designed these smart motorways, can't you? Because if a woman done it, she would have a bit more sense. But it must have been a bloke who designed it or thought this idea up, because it is absolutely ludicrous. Anyway, we won't dwell on that too much, but the point is smart motorways with no hard shoulder and a managed motorway is what they class as a managed motorway. It's not really, is it? All it is monitored. They've got radar systems on this motorway, so when your vehicle breaks down and you come to a stop, it's automatically detected. And the times I've phoned up the police and said to them, you've got a vehicle broken down in such and such a lane, I was told them to put a speed reduction on the gantry signs. And what do I get? Don't tell us what to do. You can't educate the uneducatable. So what am I saying is, common sense approach. If something's broken down, what do? You reduce the speed, reduce the risk of fatality, reduce the risk of injury. We know that, I know that, but these idiots that don't know that. So what is the risks of having an accident on a smart motorway? Is it more riskier to drive on a smart motorway? Get my words out in a minute. Not really. It's not the risk of driving on it. It's the risk of breaking down is higher and not being able to pull into a safe area. The trouble is that when they say a safe emergency area, it means off the road. But in their wisdom, because they've done away with the hard shoulders and there's no real safe area apart from these odd sporadic like laybys where you can pull into, doesn't really work. Because if your vehicle breaks down, you're not going to sort of stop in one, are you? Bear with me for a minute. The lads have finally turned up, so I might have to end this a bit sooner than expected, but we'll see. All I'm going to say is, the other thing, with smart motorways, the idea was, right, so I'm just watching someone. The idea was that it was going to be better, a smart motorway. But the old-fashioned way, having a hard shoulder, was better for everyone. It was safer. And it's a proven fact that a hard shoulder is safer on a motorway than a smart motorway with no hard shoulder. Give me a worst case scenario. Just like this happened yesterday at roundabout, I think it was junction 29 in the roadworks section. What happened, this Arctic hit the other Arctic up the back, caused absolute chaos. Traffic was tailing back for miles and miles and miles. Suppose that vehicle had caught fire. Suppose that bloke had a heart attack. How's the emergency services going to get to that person or get to that fire where all the road is chock-a-block? You can't get through, or if you do try to get through, it's going to take you exceedingly a long time. Why? Simply because there's no space, no room for emergency services to get access to get through quickly to attend a fire, someone that needs hospital, someone that's been injured. It's absolutely ridiculous how stupid smart motorways are. They are not sensible, they are dangerous, and they're badly thought out. And this is what I think. and a lot of you think this too, because of the comments I've had relating to this. And I will go far to say, if there is a bad accident on a smart motorway, you've got more risk of dying because the emergency services can't get to you. That's what's going to happen, unfortunately. What do you think? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Until the next one, bye for now.